Now, speaking of, that is a mechanic of the game.
Yes,
And I'm going to lead this one to you because you have a lot for this one.
sure.
What do you think about the mechanics?
Actually, I also love these. When I played it the first time, I did not like the mechanics. I thought it was a little wonky, whatever. And I think now that I've had more time to look into it and everything, I really overall love the mechanics. Love what they bring to the game. It gives a lot more freedom. And it's really a thing where you have a lot of uh, build up basically in the game. Like the one of the mechanics you have the handshake pad, which basically I believe it gives. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find what it does. Let's see here. Just one moment, people. Yeah, it basically is where you activating the character and allows players to switch to a lower health champion or whatever, so that you are not just having to fight to the death. So it gives a lot more health to one character versus the other character, and that is something that is going to make it not as frustrating for newer players to play, and that really helps with people's confidence because you got to remember fighting games are a thing where you have to adapt to. And a lot of people, the reason they get into fighting games is it's a learning curve that is higher than any other genre of gaming on. So with these different fuses, it has like the double down fuse, where it gives basically extra strength to your supers with your assists. So everybody loves supers, and no matter what fighting game, you want to execute a super in a game to win. And I've noticed that a lot of people that are playing at the lower levels, they are loving that you can tag in and tag out with different options of fuses. And it really helps with people in their confidence level because you want people to feel they're actually learning and they're actually improving in a fighting game because that has been a big criticism in the past that people feel they play and they get in the lab and grind and they don't feel they're improving at the game. And I
Hmm.
think with these fuses, this is something that's making this game stand out more than other fighting games.
The one thing I need with the fuses, this is me being the devil's advocate,
Okay,
they have to be equal. If I watch a stream and both people are playing the same fuse and I never see another fuse, they have to be equal. You're gonna have to find a way to balance the fuses to where I can pick any of these and I can compete. It can't be one or the other. Like I seen a tweet saying that Juggernaut won't be a viable tournament choice.
right, Juggernaut.
And I
Yes,
need it to be a viable tournament choice. And then Sidekick is another one you may not see a lot because you don't get both characters technically. You know, it's like,
right. I think that there's actually going to be Juggernaut turn.
mm,
I think that's something you may see because it's a one basic Juggernaut fuse is
so
where you play one kick,
yeah, that could
and
be possible.
I
But
think
on the
that's what you're gonna see.
main, if they do a world tour,
Yeah,
I don't want to keep signing in, watching, and it's just double down every time.
that's a good point.
It's just double down, double down. You have these fuses for a reason. Make sure they're all equal. And but if you look at like a game like a League of Legends, there is certain um, items that you can add to each character that make each character it fits your character. So this item setup may not fit another character. So I'm okay with like certain fuses are better for some characters than others, but they still need to be equal. They still need to be equal. That's the only issue I have with the fuses is they kind of don't seem equal right now, you know.
Right. Yeah,
But I think it's
and
still a beta. Still a beta. They're trying to see
that's what I was about to say.
what's the
Actually,
numbers say.
yeah,
If 90% of the matches are double down, then we need to do something. And we need to tone that down or make the other ones better. Um,
I think that double down is going to be the dominant one because, of course, it's that supers. And what
yeah,
is the thing that people love the most in fighting moves? Super moves.
they do so much
So,
damage too.
right. and people want damage. That's just anybody. You know,
Yeah.
the object is to win. The closer and faster I get to winning the game, that's what you want to do. So I think that they are going to tweak it because, like I said, I already got a survey about it, very in depth survey too. And I think that there is going to be changes now between the closed beta and launch. So yeah, I like what you said. It definitely needs to be equal because, like you said, on a world tour and you're playing competitively for money, you want to make sure it's equal. You
Yeah.
don't want it to just be one fuse over and over again. So balancing is going to be the one thing that they're going to have to really make sure is great. Because they get the balance right, this game is going to take off.
Yes.
Just add more characters, like you said in the
I
previous
saw you.
talk. Just add more
The
characters.
handshake tag is so cheap. I just want you to know that. Especially if you're playing with someone else, because we call it assist, and then you gotta guess on defense because he can tag, and you're like, okay, I gotta go this way, and then they can tag back.
That is true.
Like
yeah.
they get the swing at you, you can block it, but then they tag out. It's so cheap. The mix up on the tag is so
Touching a sandwich.
cheap. Yes.
Yeah.
And I haven't figured out how to block yet. That's this game. Like
Oh,
so
you
this game
haven't?
is complex.
Yeah, you gotta learn. That's
It's-
why this game you've got to learn how to block. Before I block, I want to throw my computer out the window.
Hey,
You've got to
It's-
learn how to block speed.
you have to. You got
This
to.
game will kill you in 30 seconds or less if you do not learn how to block.
And I'm gonna follow that up with the defensive mechanics. And I've told you offline, I
Yes.
love how much they have. There's so many defensive mechanics that
Yes.
you don't even see when people play the game. Because I
Yeah.
think there's so many. I feel like people are forgetting. Oh, I can do this.
Yep.
Like I forget about the break. I forget I
Break.
can be getting hit and I can break.
Yep.
And then I forget about the wake up little pushback that it has.
Yep.
That they have. Then you got a on block pushback. I think you just got to hit dash
Yep.
when you're blocking. I forget all that. I forget there's a parry button. I'm like, oh, you can just parry. I'm always blocking. I'm just block because I'm so used to older fighting games. So,
Well, I think that this game is really a 7-button fighting game.
Mhm.
I really do. Everybody's saying it's a 4-button. I think so. I think it light, medium, heavy, super 1, super 2, tag, and pair. I really do. I really think that this is 7 buttons.
it's you're forgetting dash. A lot of these combos
Uh,
require when
they
you're not
really
in there
do
yet. Some
it
people
really
got,
8 buttons.
some characters got a
Yeah.
dash, and it's
Yeah,
no,
it really
I
is an
always got
8-button
one
game.
where I got a dash.
I don't know if you did, but I just want to say, all you people out there that played on pad, bless you. I played on pad a little bit. My hands are about to have arthritis.
Oh,
I
yeah,
play on stick.
yeah.
Enough. I have
Straight
to play
pad.
on. Oh, you're on pad?
I'm on pad.
Oh, that's why
Can't
you're
do
not doing
nothing
well.
else.
You got nope. Hey, everybody, we gotta get a fund together, a GoFundMe
I
to get
have a
Smitty
stick,
a stick.
but
Oh, he has one. Okay,
it's
well, it's your
pad for
fault.
life.
Okay, well, all right. Well, winning 2 out of 30, that's user's fault. You already got a stick. I don't know what to tell people out there. Hey, we need to get Smitty's head right, y'all. Because this game on pad, unless you're Sonic Fox or Cloud 805 or anybody else, no, you need to start with baby steps. The baby steps you need to start with Smitty are on stick.
On stick.
Yeah, because no, if you're on my level, you got no. You need as big of a peripheral as possible. Okay, my eyes aren't good. You see, I wear glasses. I'm old. I do not have time to play around and not know what I'm playing, what buttons I'm hitting. The buttons are bigger on the stick. I don't know if you thought about that. I need that. I have no shame. Nope, I need as much help as possible. Leverless also, like keyboard. I don't know if you like typing. You might want to go with leverless also because at our age, no, it's me. We gotta get you right.
Once I left the arcade world, it's been pad forever.
Well, listen,
I tried to stick with Street Fighter
go back to the
5. I said,
arcades. Time for you to go back to the arcade, sir. Nothing wrong with that. I want as a friend, I'm here for you. Listen, you need to go back to stick. This game, people half our age out here, they can play on whatever. Their hand-eye coordination a little different than ours.
Yes.
But for us, need all the help we can get. If they let me play with 2 sticks, I would do it. I have no problem with that.
Controlling each character with a different stick.
Hey, I would play this game with 16 buttons and 2 joysticks if I had to. Hey, right, help me out. Just saying. Yeah. So hey, everybody out there in the comment section, please tell Smitty, play with Smitty.
Pad life,
Oh
pad
man,
life, PC pad player.
Oh, if you don't have any
Rare.
hands by Christmas, I know why.
Is there any other mechanic that stands out to you?
The one mechanic, 2-time assists.
Okay.
I think that mechanic is something that's going to overtime. That's the one mechanic I think that overall, or one fuse that I think is going to overtime do, because you can do 2 times the assist, and I think that's where you're going to see a lot of the crazy mix up and combos like Sonic Fox does, Cloud 05, Chris G. They are already at a level that I would probably never get to just with this game coming out, and I think that's the one mechanic that you're going to see a lot of going forward, and also air dashing. That's not a lot you haven't seen yet. Like Ari has a great air dash, and also a lot of people don't know Echo has a really great air dash. And I think those are the things you're going to see as this game evolves.
2 times assist
right
is the fuse I use. That is the one I actually use. Because I feel like that was the first fuse they made.
It was.
When it was making the game, they're like, this is an assist tag game, and I feel like that's the first one. And that's the one that's most like tag games to me.
Yes.
Where you call an assist and the person does their assist. That's the one I actually use. But but like you said, people like the supers, and the supers do so much damage. Everybody I see when they stream are doing double down, unless they're playing with Blitzcrank, and then I'll see them do Juggernaut, where he's just a beast. Yes, so it's a very it's gonna be interesting what they add, because they can add more fuses and like what is that going to be like? Are they going to add a fuse every season? Maybe 2 or 3 fuses? I can't wait to see their plan. Like maybe every season they add a fuse and so many characters, stages, and stuff like that. I'm very curious. I feel like as far as game mechanics, they're pretty solid on what the game's going to play like and what's going to be in the game. So you're just going to add fuses and characters from this point and stages. I don't think you're going to add any major gameplay mechanics outside of that.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. I think that is interesting. I think that's the one thing, like you said, that they're probably going to add every season is a new fuse to it. And hopefully season passes are expansive with new characters. So, yeah. But the mechanics, I almost give it a 10 out of 10 so far.
Yeah. So it's a in-depth game, and like I said, I really love the defensive mechanics. I think a lot of games need to look at that in the future, to where if your game's highly offensive, the defensive player has to have options. I hate getting knocked down and then I gotta guess for my life, and I hate having a reversal that I can die from doing. I need you to guess which reversal I'm going to do. Am I going to wake up and hit the little push block thing, or am I going to roll? I need you to have to guess too.
That's another thing. They also have a roll off of wake.
Yeah. Either
roll
way.
Back, roll forward.
Or just lay there.
Yeah.
And then you can wake up with the, I forget what it's called. I got the.
Yeah, it's basically like almost like a get back.
Yeah.
Type of. I don't know what the name of it is. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I got the moves pulled up, and I'm like, they're all the same. All right.
Yeah.